funny because we've been having a lot of mature actors who are at the height of their careers, and I always ask them, what should a young actor do who wants to go into classical acting, and what's the training? And now here you are, a young actor, fresh out of grad school. Tell me about your training in the classics in Shakespeare.
Well, I mean, I went to grad school in the Denver Center, the National Theater Conservatory, and had a great teacher who I actually was just fortunate enough to work on this past production I did, Gary Logan, who was really, I think, the kind of foundation of my whole experience with that. You know, I knew a little bit about text work and this and that, but he really laid in the importance of that and the kind of, beauty of all the structure that's built into all these poems and things, and I really, that was where I think it all blossomed for me there. But
and what's the trick of doing verse?
I mean, with Shakespeare, I think especially the real trick is that it's kind of all there. That there's not really, you're kind of told exactly what to do in the structure of the speech. There's not a lot of elaboration or a lot of, I mean, you obviously, you change pitches and intonation and things, but it's really the meaning is built into it. There's not as much subtext as there is, in these kind of modern plays where you speak a yes, and it could mean an eternity, but these things, it's all much more rich already.
And why do you think that's the case?
Ooh, why is that the case? I mean, I guess I think that there's a reverence maybe for language that has disappeared somewhat in the modern sensibility. That I think maybe I know people are, obviously poets and playwrights and writers and things strive to reconnect with, but that the regular people don't necessarily jive with these days, and maybe that's why, I don't know, maybe, and there was fewer tricks and kind of, elaborate, ridiculous lights and sets and sounds and things. That's kind of all you had was these words and these people in front of you, and so I think that really, you had to enrich the whole thing.
And what type of benefit has the classical training had in some of your other auditions when you play contemporary parts?
Well, I think that, I mean, it all helps, and having the classical training, because a lot of this language isn't necessarily the way people would speak. Everyone, it's easy enough to stand in a room and sound like you're, just a modern guy from, wherever, doing your basic modern guy thing, but to imbue foreign words with any sense of purpose and character and color is what all the classical stuff's really about, I think. So.
And just for me, what was the line in the poem about the three-something night?
Thrice crowned Queen of Night.
Why is she thrice crowned? What three crowns are there?
Well, she's got three different names. Basically, the moon has the three names of let's see if I can remember them all. It's Diana and maybe Venus. I can't remember them exactly now.
I
but yeah.
It was going to mean something like the three stars in the sky.
No, it's that the moon has been crowned three different times by as is the kind of goddess, the kind of being of three different names. But
excellent. I so love when you stuttered before unexpressed.
Right. Yeah. It's funny. This speech is doing it for a poetry compilation is interesting because it's about a guy who's about to write all these poems everywhere that are atrocious compared to the simple kind of beautiful thing he says just now in this moment when he's full of love, and it seems like a kind of ode to verse, in verse, about verse, for a verse collection.
End of interview. That's the perfect way to end it. I want to ask you to do one more thing.
Yeah.
Just look directly in the camera.
Right.
And say the word poetry.
Poetry.